Baptism of fire. The absolute evil had greatly weakened Thanos and put him to flight. Thalya immediately took up the chase, without the outstanding evil. Thanos had fled following his defeat at the hands of the absolute evil. Thalya had immediately taken up the chase without first summoning the ultimate evil again.
Right, as if I couldn't do this on my own. I kick Thanos' arse, tear his eyes out, and use his teeth as a xylophone.
Anyway, it was rash. Nevertheless, Thalya had followed her former mentor and foster father to his hometown of Stormbreeze. There, the final battle would take place. I think so, anyway.
I will destroy this land.
Thalya and her army entered the city of Stormbreeze. There they found some barricades and, oh, an ambush. Naturally, no one could have thought of that.
Thanos, your days are numbered! crash. Destroy them all! I want Tanos's head. Who do you want killed?
Tanos was but a short distance away. Thalya prepared for the upcoming epic battle.
Thalya, you dared to pollute the blessed city of Stormbreeze with your corrupt presence?
Got it in one, old man. Time to settle up. You wanted to turn me into a miserable good marionette and show me off as a virtuous little animal that you'd trained the evil out of, don't lie.
Lie? It's true. I thought I could make something natural out of you, something good. But you remain the same mangy, evil scum you always were.
Oh, that's not entirely true. I'm still here too. Ugh, you! Honestly, you crawl into a corner for so long, and now you come out to brush around Papa Tanos's legs whining.
Ah, then there is still hope for you. Interesting.
Time to die, old man.
Enough! That's enough! We end this now. Feel the wrath of all that is good!
Tanos conjured up a mighty firestorm that rolled toward Thalya and her army. However, it didn't differentiate between good and evil, and burned into the city of Stormbreeze as well.
The purifying fire will redeem you!
Without the ultimate evil, Thalya didn't fare well. She could only run if she didn't want to die in the firestorm.
Okay, run! Take to your heels! Flee from the fire! Rub yourself with burn cream!
Do not try to escape the purifying flames, child. They will cleanse you. Take that!
Tanos cast another spell and let fire rain from the sky. Apparently, he did not mind burning more of Stormbreeze to the ground.
Hold, daughter, and I'll spare you.
There! The graves are sinking into the ground! That's extremely strange, but whatever. It's the ideal escape route.
The firestorm devastated large parts of Stormbreeze and grew ever larger and faster.
You won't escape the purifying fire that easily. Even if I have to burn the whole city to the ground!
Oh, crap. What do I do now? I need the absolute evil! Help!
The absolute evil was a little busy at the moment. All right, I'll lend a quick hand. That mausoleum over there was, in fact, an undead, a mighty grave golem. It rose and cleared the way for Thalya.
Oh, great! Thanks! Forwards! Flee in panic! Run like hell! Speed off on segways!
This barricade looked extremely strong. Not a problem for a powerful titan like the grave golem.
Hold, daughter, and I'll spare you. Burn! Cleansing fire! If Stormbreeze cannot withstand the evil, it deserves to die in the flames!
But Thanos! What? You're supposed to be the good one! Really? Could have fooled me. Come on! We have to keep going! That stupid water tower is in the way! Grave Golem! Take care of it! Help!
A few heroes had been trapped by the flames. Unfortunately, there was no time to enjoy their suffering.
We are saved! Thanks, evil creature.
Yeah, sure, you're welcome!
More or less by chance, Thalya had saved the imprisoned heroes, but now was not the time to think about good deeds like that. The flames approached inexorably.
Hasta la vista, baby!
You think you can escape me? Ha! I'll burn this forest down too! Good will triumph! Burn!
Ah, now he's gone completely insane! Take cover!
The firestorm seemed to spread even more quickly. Thalya took to her heels.
We're almost there! Come on! Keep running, you fools! Follow me! Women and dark elves first! Evil is unstoppable! Ow! Time for you to meet your maker!
Thalya. Good to see you made it this far. Now, let the goddess fire purify you.
Oh, Tanos, what's wrong with you? You're supposed to be the good guy. You're destroying Stormbreeze.
This city would have fallen anyway. It was weak and would have failed in the fight against evil. Now that I have cleansed it with a purifying fire, it can be rebuilt, stronger than ever. But that is none of your concern, for it is time to cleanse you!
The grave golem threw itself in front of Thalya, a selfless act which one would not necessarily expect from an undead. Ultimately, it paid for its deed by dying its final death.
Oh, you're still alive. This is a sign from the goddess. She wants me to turn you to good again. Well, so be it.
Thalya had walked into Tanos's trap because she failed to listen to the superb narrator. Okay, no one could have guessed that Tanos would willingly burn down the capital city of Stormbreeze just to defeat his daughter? Not exactly a good paladin's finest hour, but this plan would have worked. Actually, Tanos had expected his magic to destroy Thalya, but the grave golem had heroically thrown itself before its leader and saved her from certain death. Tanos saw it as a sign from the goddess that his foster daughter was not yet lost, and only needed a push in the right direction. And so it was that Tanos turned to the things one used to convince others and made eager use of the Inquisitor's torture chamber. What? You didn't expect that? Well, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition! Thalya could not endure the torture, I mean persuasion, forever. Her fate appeared to be sealed. But the absolute evil was not yet defeated, for it still had influence even without Thalya. Everything has an end. It was time. After her training, two sides of the medal. The helpful evil had freed Thalya from her light and shadow. The absolute evil had greatly light and shadow. Tanos had captured Thalya, but the ominous evil still had some influence and built a dungeon very close by.
Do not resist the light, daughter. Purify your soul.
Ah! Ah! Father! Why are you doing this? These are not good deeds.
You will know, daughter. Soon, you will know.
The capture of Thalya and her immediate torture, purification, one occasionally slips up with these religious fanatics, strengthened the heroes' morale. They assumed that good would now win, but they did not know about the dungeon growing in the underground. Even without Thalya, the seductive evil still had some influence and powerful creatures. The evil set about raising an army that would free Thalya. Do we really have to? Okay, she's funny and all that, but she takes away a lot of my narration time, which I could fill with brilliant monologues instead. Or I could recite a poem. Did I ever tell you the story about how I rode a bicycle over my own toe? Yeah, okay, you don't have to threaten me. We'll get her back. Fine. Payday.
There are evil creatures in the underground? Go, my faithful. Cleanse that place and destroy the evil scum.
The lethargic evil's presence was no longer undetected. Heroes would henceforth be visiting the dungeon.
May I briefly tell you about my lord and master, the absolute evil? Ah! Ah!
There are enemies in your dungeon. There are countless spiders pouring out of a room that was accidentally unearthed. Disgusting.
can still remember when you were small and asked about your parents. I can still remember when you were small and asked about your parents. I really wanted to tell you how we cold-bloodedly slaughtered you, but I wouldn't let you. Oh, if only you would appreciate that.
Payday.
Despair not, and turn away from evil, my child. The goddess will forgive you.
The goddess can kiss my ass!
The thirsting for evil's army had reached an island of the good, but it wouldn't remain one for long. The thirsting for revenge evil's troops had discovered one of the heroes' outposts. They knew what they had to do. Ha ha ha! How do you like that, Thanos? I mean, the inspiring me evil's army had laid waste to the outpost. Now it continued marauding through the country on its way to free Thalya.
You will pay for that, vile pack. The goddess will purify you, and the flames will cleanse you.
Concerned citizens from the nearby village had heard of the army camp's destruction. Extremely troubled, they therefore decided to arm themselves and go on the offensive.
Excellent! Confront the evil. Chase it back into the underground. And then let us purify the ground with cleansing fire.
Why doesn't the good have any problems with torture? Ah!
There are enemies in your dungeon. Defend the dungeon heart. Spiders have spread throughout the underground. Plowing through the underground evil had discovered another exit to the overworld. This could prove very useful for delivering fresh supplies.
Why did you kill all my comrades, Thalya? Don't you see how evil that deed was? Evil is approaching my fortress? Enough! My personal guards will deal with this stain on the overworld and drive the evil back into its holes.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Your dungeon heart is under attack.
Renounce evil and return to the light, daughter.
Where there is light, there is also darkness. Ah!
It's payday. The pillaging evil's army marched towards the village, and definitely not to buy cheap meats and sausages. The merciless evil had briefly explained to the villagers that it really only wanted to rescue Thalya, but seeing as how its army was already there, it razed the village to the ground anyway.
You wicked, despicable creature. May you forever burn in hell. Good shall prevail!
May I briefly tell you about my lord and master, the absolute evil. Ah! Ah!
It's payday. The rattling of Thalya's breath was not a good sign. It was impossible to say how much longer she could hold on, but definitely not too long. Half time. There are enemies in your dungeon.
to question and confine your evil essence. Turn to the light.
Not a chance! The dark side has cookies! Ah!
Those were the days. Back when we fought side by side, Thalya. Remember when we captured that orc tribe? And Grimly and Yaina used them as living chessmen? You asked me if that wasn't evil. And I made you copy the Holy Scripture 100 times as punishment.
The marauding evil had discovered another island of good. They really should be better hidden if they don't want them to be plundered, burned, and desecrated. Oh, that's just the way those do-gooders are. It's payday. Tanos's fortress was not far away. Nothing more stood in the way of Thalya's liberation. Well, except for the mighty Tanos, of course.
Despair not, and turn away from evil, my child. The goddess will forgive you.
Ah, the goddess can kiss my ass. I prefer to stay evil. Ah!
It's payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Turn back to good, my child.
Unfortunately, I'm finding the torture just a little distracting. Ah!
Despair not, daughter. My spell will completely dominate you and drive the evil out. Once you are completely under my command, you will be free from the hold of evil. Then, in my name, you can take an army and destroy the evil in its own lair.
Thalya would not be able to take much more purification, that was certain. The deadline facing evil had to hurry. Thalya was almost within reach of the coming to the rescue evil's army. Now was a really good time to think about what to do about Thanos.
Payday. Oh, do I really have to do everything myself? I'm busy trying to convert my foster daughter to good through severe torture. Can't you see that? So be it. You'll be easy prey for the goddess. Die, scum!
Thanos threw himself at the absolute evil's army. He wouldn't need long to deal with them, but he was distracted, and Thalya was able to free herself from his mental prison.
Must flee. Must reach the dungeon heart. must reach the dungeon heart.
Daughter, don't do that! Do not let evil take hold of you again! Stay with me!
Thank you, but I can do without your conversion by torture. But I won't forget it. You will pay for that, and that's what my good side has to say.
With these words, Thalya threw herself on the dungeon heart and was teleported away by the tactical evil. Thalya was still no match for Thanos, but the sly evil already had a plan. Everything has an end. It was